After applying the Arctic Silver, take the part of the case that has the fan on it and lay it flat with the heatsink pads facing up. Take the PS3 board and line it up, having the USB ports on the front and the Ethernet ports on the back. Place the board down and rebend the cover for the Ethernet port up, like so. The board facing down, take the bottom part and line up the hinges on the back with the hinges here. Once aligned, slowly lower the cover down until it snaps into place. Next, we'll place the heatsink clips down and screw them in. This will effectively hold the board and the case together. Next, take the board and flip it over. We're going to go ahead and reinsert the battery and the fan into the motherboard. Start with the fan. Gently push the clip back onto the motherboard insert. Then do the same for the battery. Next, we'll screw in the hard drive screws on the back. After we've screwed those in, we'll go ahead and put the back clip on. Remember to line the clips up and then slowly push down. The vent should pop into place. Next, take the bottom of the case and slowly put the motherboard in. Be sure to line up the back hinges back here with the slides right here. Now that the motherboard has been placed in the case, we'll go ahead and start by screwing down all the different screws around to hold the motherboard down. Remember that there are two small ones located here and here, and then there is one long screw located in the back by the power outlet. Go ahead and start to screw all those in. Note that we are not screwing these two in, as there is a bracket to put down if you have an LED board. If you do have an LED board, go ahead and take the bracket and place it down. Note that there are two plastic guides here that the LED bracket will fit onto. Next, go ahead and screw that down. Take the LED board and place it on top. The plastic guides will again act as a holster for it. Now screw down the LED board and then place the ribbon cable inside the motherboard clip. Next, take the ground screw and go ahead and screw down the ground that the power outlet has. Be sure to guide the cable around the bracket here. Now take the power supply and plug the cord into the back, like so. Next, take the power supply, and if you notice here there are two prongs and then there are two inserts. Place the power supply down on those two prongs. Next, plug in the front cord. Using the two larger screws, go ahead and screw in the back of the power supply. Now take the three smaller screws and screw in the front of the power supply. Now we'll place the RF board onto the motherboard. Start by taking the ribbon cable on the underside and placing it into the clip on the motherboard. Be sure to clip down the brown clip to hold it down. Now take the board, setting the left end down first so that it wedges in, and then setting the right side down. Next, take the four screws and screw down the board. Now take the Wi-Fi antenna, place it down, and then go ahead and screw it down. Next, we'll place the Blu-ray drive in. Go ahead and start by pushing the ribbon cable under the bracket and then clipping it down. Be sure to note that the bracket itself is very delicate and too much force can actually break the clip off. If that happens, you can always hot glue the clip down over the ribbon. Place the Blu-ray drive down and then plug in the Blu-ray drive wire into the motherboard. If your PS3 is the 60 or the 20 or the 80 that has the SD card slot, you'll have to plug this ribbon cable into the motherboard located here. Go ahead and place that in now. Be sure to push down the brown clip so that it is fastened. Make sure that when closing up the PS3, you push the front end up like this, much like how you opened it, and you will see actual spikes in here that are supposed to line up. Line those spikes up, and then slowly close it. With the case on top, all that's left to do is to screw each screw in its designated area. Remember that the small screw goes in the top right where the S is marked. Also note that if you do have an SD card slot, make sure that you do screw the two small screws in here. Make sure you take the bracket for the screw and place it right there as such. Now take the cover and place it down. The cover then should slide left. Now take your T10 screw and go ahead and screw the lid shut. To finish it off, go ahead and place the rubber stopper in that hole. The last step is to place the hard drive back into the system. Take the blue screw and place it back into the hole that it originally came from. Screw it snug but not too tight, as you do not want to strip this screw. Place the cover back on by putting the ledge in and push down. After your PS3 has been put back together, it should be ready to go. Go ahead and plug it in and test it.